Hi everyone, it's Rieko. Thank you very much for watching my channel. Today I'd like to introduce you taboo things in Japan. Some are based on Japanese culture, so you shouldn't do that in Japan. Others are based on my personal culture shock experiences, like what I see people doing here in Canada but not in Japan. So that means things that you may do it consciously can make Japanese people surprised if you do it in Japan. I hope you will enjoy learning Japanese culture. The first thing is to pass food from chopsticks to chopsticks. The reason why is the only time we do it is at the funeral. After burning a dead body, for each born, two relatives pick it up together using chopstick-like thing and put it in a jar to bring the person's ashes to the grave after. So we never do it on the table. Putting chopsticks like this into a bowl of rice is also for dead people, so you are not supposed to do it in daily life. To put hot water to cold water is a way to prepare lukewarm water to clean that person's body, so we are not supposed to do it in a daily life. Cherry blossoms are what Japan is proud of. We enjoy the beautiful cherry blossoms in spring season, and many tourists visit Japan during this time, but their manners are concerned. Like my drawing, there are people pulling branches to take a picture. This is something you are not supposed to do. Pulling branches for a few seconds probably won't give a big damage to the tree, but we respect cherry blossoms. So I want you to respect our culture and don't do that. ありがとう and どういたしまして。ありがとう is thank you in Japanese. どういたしまして is you're welcome in Japanese. But did you know that between Japanese people, どういたしまして is rarely used? The reason why どういたしまして is not used is because somehow どういたしまして sounds like I know I did it for you. Okay, first of all, I think it's Japanese culture, which is instead of receiving the thanks, we emphasize that we didn't do anything worth of the thanks to be polite. It's just the tip of the iceberg, but the common response to ありがとう can be 全然 or いいよいいよ to close friends or family, and いいえ or いえいえ to someone who you don't know well, or even colleagues. And とんでもないです。とんでもございません can be in the business situation, like to the customers or to other companies' people. Again, there are many ways to respond to ありがとう. So I'm going to write about it in my blog, so please check if you're interested. From here, I'm going to introduce you some cultural differences, which I see here in Canada, but I don't in Japan, from my point of view. Walking on the street without wearing shirt and be half naked. I've never seen someone like this in Japan, so I have no idea how much trouble you get by doing this, but I believe you better not do it in Japan, even though it was so humid and so hot in summer. Putting feet on the table. I just want to make sure that in Japan, people definitely don't consider that table is made for resting your feet. Think other person who used the table after you. And this is not the matter of if you wear shoes or not. When you are invited to a Japanese friend's house in Japan, you take off your shoes at the entrance, which is the Japanese house rule. But putting your feet on the table is still really rude. So don't be too comfortable at someone's house. Blowing your nose loud. I'm sorry that you caught a cold, but no one is happy to hear the disgusting sound. But on the other hand, Japanese people tend to sniffle, like instead of blowing, keep it until we find a place we can blow our nose. I know this makes you feel more disgusting, but somehow this is considered less disgusting than blowing your nose in Japan. The idea is people try to hold their own problem as much as they can to not to disturb other people around. So when I was working at the office in Japan, every time when I needed to blow my nose, I went to the bathroom to do so. Another thing regarding to this, and I found ill by watching people here doing, is that people use the same tissues again. This is not usually happening in Japan. Japanese tissues are made for one-time use, so it's super soft and much less durable than what I find here. It's very nice of you to reuse tissues for the environment, but if you don't want to make your Japanese friend feel ill, my advice is not to do it in front of them at least. Tearing up the wrapping of the gift. I didn't even realize about it until I was so shocked by watching my friend just teared up the beautiful paper I wrapped the gift. After I learned tearing up the wrapping shows how excited you are about the present in some culture. But somehow Japanese people consider the wrapping as part of the gift, so we treat nice. So, don't be disappointed. Even your Japanese friend won't tear up the wrapping. And when you receive gift, treat the wrapping paper with respect. How was today's lesson? Did you find something new? As I mentioned in the video, there are some more information and details about どういたしまして on my blog, so please check it. And also, I made an account on Instagram, so if you want me to check your writing, you can send me a picture of your writing and I can check if you are doing it right. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching and good luck with your study. Bye.